We're popping on here today to talk about gratitude. So I'm going to shift over to Trish so that she can tell us a little bit about gratitude for her.
So, back in like 2010, I think when I first did BTS with Jack, Breakthrough to Success with Jack Canfield, one of the big things he talked about was gratitude. And he talked about the importance of a daily gratitude practice. And at the time, I wasn't doing much of anything. I was kind of living my life and not really that aware. And what he suggested to do is write 5 things on a daily basis in the morning, ideally in the morning, that 5 things that you're grateful for. And to be honest, for the first very long time, it was like the same 5 things. Like, I'm grateful for coffee. I'm grateful for my cat. I'm grateful for my where I lived, my view. Um, I'm grateful for the work I do. But I couldn't think of a lot of things. It was like I kept going back to the same things, and you know what? That's totally fine. And now I call them my go-to gratitude. So whenever I need to, I use gratitude to raise my energetic vibration when I'm feeling like frustrated, or if there's a conflict going on, or if there's something, I can have a go-to that makes my heartbeat happy. And it's kind of cool. So it's a practice of doing that every day that that it becomes a habit. So if you do something for 30 days, 40 days, it builds a habit in your brain. And so I can go to gratitude in an instant. And the cool thing about having a gratitude practice, or even knowing what your go-tos are that you can actually implement them into other skills or other tools that make the practice even deeper, which we can talk about. Gratitude breathing is a really cool thing. So we'll talk about that maybe next time. But what I do when I teach classes is I actually give these little journals out that are gratitude journals. And really all it is just a little notebook. They're so cute. And it's just little tiny notebook pages. And you just take it, and every morning when you wake up, you just write down 5 things that you're grateful for that morning. And the next day, you flip it over, and you just do the next thing. And the next day, and the next day. And then this is a little bit more than 30 pages. So this is enough to build a habit of gratitude. Simple as that.
I like it. It also feels special when it's like one confined little book that includes all of that.
And it's all, this one's purple. I love purple, so that's purple makes me happy. The other thing I want to mention, which I will include, you'll see a picture of this probably right as I'm talking about this, but Abraham Hicks teaches the emotional scale. And so what we know is that energetically, we do better, and it's better for our health, it's better for our well-being if we are vibrating at a higher level. Now, that's not to say that we don't get afraid, or we don't get angry, or we don't get frustrated, or we don't feel complacent where we're just flat with we're not really happy, or we're not really sad, we're just kind of neutral. All of that is part of living, but the more time we can spend in gratitude, joy, compassion, love at the higher vibrating levels, the easier it is to manifest what you want in life and actively create what you want in life. So for me, just to review what my grateful things are, here's my practice. I wake up in the morning. I don't wake up to the news. I used to wake up to the news years ago. Now I wake up to this chimey sort of alarm that I have on my iPhone that is just pleasant. And the next thing I do, I'm getting older, so the first thing I have to do, with many of us have to do, is pee. So I get up and I pee, and on my way, I turn on the coffee pot and I have good coffee and have my cup of coffee. I go back to bed with my cup of coffee. And the minute I do that, my cat jumps into bed with me. And I have set up my day so that I actually carve out an extra 10, 15 minutes in my day with just me, my coffee, and my cat. And cats purring is actually something else that raises vibration. It's proven, scientifically proven. But all of those things, like peaceful time makes me grateful. My cat makes me grateful. Coffee makes me grateful. And that quiet time in the morning makes me grateful. So all of those things, there I am. Gratitude. And there's some research that says that if you can maintain that feeling of gratitude for 17 seconds, that's when momentum builds. And if you can maintain it for another 17 seconds and another 17 seconds, so if you can spend 10 minutes in gratitude in the morning, that's like momentum for the day. Whereas for me, if I spend my first moments waking up to the news, I'm not happy.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I leave it on for longer and longer and longer, that's a setup for the day. So momentum is important. So start your day with gratitude, build momentum, and that will carry you into the day and actually create more opportunity for gratitude and momentum, high vibrating momentum throughout your day, which is pretty cool. And I have to say, I've been practicing this for 10 years now, and gratitude comes to me just in an instant, like quite a lot. So,
Well, in relation to what you're saying, I can relate to having certain things that I really have gratitude for, which is my view in the morning, being close to the outdoors, having good coffee. Those are really things that are special to my soul. And I know when I take time to breathe that in and to be present to those things as an act of gratitude, it shifts my day. It's like I have the eyes to see more things that I'm grateful for. And it can be the smallest stuff. It can be the fact that it's sunny out. It can be the fact that I get in my car and it gets me from point A to point B. And so, as you're saying, it's shifting that vibration. It really does allow you to see more gratitude in your life. So I definitely relate to that.
and so when we post this video, I'll actually clip a PDF onto it that will give people the Daily 5 little list. It's very similar to this little book is what I give out in trainings that I do, but this is just a PDF that people can actually, 7 days are on this one PDF, so you can actually keep it next to your bedside and just do whatever you want with it. I write with a purple pen because purple makes me happy. So little things like that make a difference. They really do make a difference.
Yeah, and I would say too, writing, sometimes the act of writing, there's something about that kind of ingrains it more. So I like the writing idea versus typing something.
And the good news is that the writing piece is to develop the habit. And I honestly don't have to do it anymore. I live in gratitude, and so I don't have to write every day because that would feel like a chore to me now. But it's well worth the 30 or 40 days of practicing it, and then you find yourself just doing it automatically because the brain rewires and myelin coats the neuronal pathways, and really cool things happen in the brain. So I love the science behind this stuff.
I love it. Well,
All right.
I hope that you incorporate some more gratitude into your lives, and
Yes.
thank you, Trish.
Excellent. Thank you.